Dave Adams here from The Core Mechanic. Just doing a bit of a vlog. Need to do something a little bit more regular. It'll be my regularly irregular blog, I think. And so I'm just going to update how things are going, what I'm doing, even looking at some of the design process that I've been working on with trying to achieve my 100th game in The Core Mechanic. I'm still working towards a game of my own design. I've got to do an interview this coming week with Seth Hyatt from Mayday Games, who's the CEO, and he lives in China, which is very cool because he moved out there to help with production. He's also managed to get a bunch of other games over there produced in their factory. So although he's not actually coordinating or organizing those other games, he gets to work with those companies, which is it's kind of cool. I really like that. So it's just going to be me updating, doing a few things, talking for a minute or two, not very long. I'm not expecting these to go terribly long. Mostly just going to be recorded on my camera or my phone or whatever I've got on me at the time. But it's just a way of keeping touch and keeping interactive and keeping going and getting thoughts and ideas out there. Just reflecting on whatever it is that I'm doing or reading at the time. Coming up this week, of course, we've been on hiatus for a month, and that was mostly because not only did I want to break in between seasons for the Core Mechanic, I kind of had this interesting scenario where we have 3 weeks holiday in between terms, so in between term 2 and term 3 for our school, and that kind of meant that I was at home the whole time. But when I'm at home the whole time, I don't have any free time to sort of get in there and do videos. Editing or otherwise. So usually I'm looking after my daughter, who I'm giving my wife a break because she sort of does the full-time work while I'm at full-time looking after our daughter for full-time while I'm at work, and then whenever I get home I try to help out, but she still gets very exhausted, so it's good for me to give her a bit of a break on these weeks off. Also, it's a chance to get away and catch up with family and do other things. So usually I'm not really around, if that makes sense. So the first week, the reason it was 4 weeks instead of 3 was because the first week was the last week of term. I was actually I wasn't on holiday. We did a tour with 90 grade 6s down to our nation's capital. So we all trundled off to Canberra. Had an amazing time. It was brilliant. I got to go through all the different Parliament houses and look at how the system works. And I love that trip. I always do. I've been on it a couple of times now, and it's one of my favourites to do. We get to see what makes democracy in our nation work, as well as get to explore the science centre and do a bunch of fun stuff. It's just great. It's always good learning. It's always good fun. It's exhausting though. It's really exhausting, and because it's going down to Canberra, just as winter hits, we're in -4 degrees Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit if you're watching from the States. -4 degrees Celsius, and that's just really cold. As a Queenslander, that's bitterly cold. I don't do winter well. I don't like the cold. I felt that this has been a really bad winter in Brisbane. Even it's just got winds, and it's down to 8 degrees Celsius, and I don't cope well with that. So the idea of doing -4 is just horrendous, and it's bitter. Oh, I hate it. Anyway, so we had a week down there, and then I had the 3 weeks off, and so that's coming to a close. We've so this week, I guess next week will be our first Core Mechanic for season 2, which will be good. I really felt that season 2 was a little bit better than season 1. The first few episodes are a bit same in terms of what we've been doing, but I actually found a really spark of interest in doing some of the games which I didn't want to do, like Boggle and doing Boggle and a few things like that, which I didn't really want to do them, but turns out they're really fascinating and interesting, so that was good. So we'll have those coming up. I'm still doing Dice Tower. I don't think they're doing one this week, so I won't be on it. Blender have asked me to do some more of the board game poll, which I did as a bit of a joke, but they liked it, so they want me to do some more, so I'll do some more of those. And other than that, just trying to keep working on the blog, so check out Gamerpalooza or nerdsofwisdom.wordpress.com. But gamerpalooza.com.au is where a lot of my stuff goes up anyway, so working on the blog there. And then just general stuff, keeping up with this one here. So look forward to touching base soon and sharing some more good things and thoughts about life and the cosmos and everything. Until then, have a great one. See ya.